Maybe you've heard about this already, but a new documentary dives into the transformative journey of veterans thanks to the healing power of horses. I'm joined in studio today by Amanda Held and Brian Brase to talk about the documentary and why the program is so beneficial for veterans who are seeking help. Amanda, you've had this H.O.O.V.E.S program now for 9 years, 10 years, something like that?
Since 2011. So yeah, I guess it's been a while.
It's been 13 years. How about that?
Surreal.
And we've talked about this many times with you, but the transformative ability, what is it about horses that help them, people with PTSD, whether they're first responders or veterans, you found the program that helps it break through that problem they had and open up their heart again and be open to changing?
Yeah, I think at the root of the healing is really socio-emotional awareness, because horses are non-predatory herd animals. And what that means is they have to blend in with the herd. So they're constantly mirroring what each other is doing, and they're mimicking that, because if you're the horse that stands out, you're the one that's the target for the wolf. And this phenomenon spills over to help people, because when we put a group of people in with a group of horses, the horses will start to mimic the behavior of the group. And a lot of times, who we think we are and how we think we show up in the world isn't accurate to those who see us. And so what this process does is it allows you to see how you show up in the world. Or we like to say at H.O.O.V.E.S, horses reflect the life inside of the human. And so sometimes if we're feeling stuck or we're not really sure what's wrong, we can go spend time with a horse and we can look at what the horse is telling us, and that's how we can get to the root of our challenges.
Brian, you've been in the program. When you first saw this or heard about it, you thought, wait, what? And like, give me your perspective, because you've been through this.
Well, first off, you know, when I went to H.O.O.V.E.S, I was physically dropped off because I was so skeptical, and I was almost ashamed that I actually needed the help. So it was kind of a scary moment for me. I did definitely need help if it wasn't for the H.O.O.V.E.S program. Now, she'll tell me I saved myself, but the fact is, without a program like that, I'd be ashes on my mother's mantle by now. I went in as a walking dead man, and H.O.O.V.E.S transformed my life. The horses transformed my life, and the work that Amanda and the H.O.O.V.E.S program are doing is so remarkable that I can't express enough gratitude for what they do.
Now, to give you an idea how the impact of this has been, Josh Nagel Productions has done a documentary that will premiere on Saturday evening at the Maumee Indoor Theater, and this is a trailer for it. We'll show you the video, and this is so beautifully done about what it's like out there, the environment. Amanda, this documentary, how long was this in the making?
The documentary has been in the making for 2 years now, and it started with the idea that we can't put into words what happens out there. And a lot of times we do interviews and podcasts, and I'm often asked, what is it about horses? And I think we can talk about it to a certain degree, but I need people to experience it to really understand. And so we were fortunate enough to get 9 veterans who were so willing to be vulnerable. And I had been following Josh on Facebook, and I just loved his work, and I felt inspired to reach out. And at the time, we just wanted to produce a 5-minute video that we could throw on our website that people would understand. But as Josh came out, he realized that he was being transformed by the work, and he was going through all of the footage, and he called me one day after the 5-minute video was produced, and he said, we've got a full documentary here, and I feel like the world needs to hear this message.
So the documentary premieres on Saturday night. Is it sold out already?
The VIP is sold out, but we still have general admission tickets, and you can buy them either online at our website, H.O.O.V.E.S, or if there's any left, you can purchase them at the door.
Josh, what can you tell people about H.O.O.V.E.S and what it's meant to you, and now that you're probably part of the organization, and it's like a newfound religion for a lot of people that are exposed to this. What a wonderful, wonderful thing this is.
Well, because of my experience, I've learned so much about myself as well as my family members and those that I work with every day. So I've been able to approach life going further, or been able to approach life since that day and going on further throughout it now with more of a positive, upbeat attitude and a better understanding of how I operate myself, what I need, and what I need from others even, and what those people deserve of me or don't deserve. And that has made my life a little more fulfilling in being able to live a more true to me. She'll talk about blueprint, but we all have this unique blueprint, just as unique as your thumbprint. Every one of us is different, but there are a lot of similarities with everybody. And living within my blueprint has transformed my entire life. I'm much more active. It's made me a better father. It's made me a better significant other to my beautiful fiance. And it just, in general, has made me a better human being.
Brian, Amanda, thank you so much for being here, and good luck on Saturday. I'll be there too as well, because I'm looking forward to seeing the documentary in its full entirety. Keep doing those great things you're doing.
Thank you, Dan.
We'll be right back.